Hi, my name is Lek Yan, and this is my wife, Abigail Lee, and this is our firstborn, Levi, and we have two other sons, Lucas and Lemuel. So my journey to the Christian faith was mostly rooted in my family. I'm actually a 5th generation Christian. We trace it back to my great-great-grandfather. Before he passed away, the mission he gave to his wife was to make sure that he sees all of his descendants in heaven. That was the spiritual heritage on my mom's side. And on my dad's side, I'm also a 3rd generation Christian. So I credit a lot of my faith to my family. The turning point towards full-time ministry came in my last year of poly. We went for a mission trip with crew to Taiwan. There was one team devotions session where during the worship, I just felt a very strong, clear message on my heart, asking me a question of whether I am willing to serve God with my life. So when I came back, I told my parents, I think my mom really advised me to go and study uni first. My dad advised me to go and get some working experiences first so I can better relate to the people in the future. They were not against me joining full-time ministry, but they just really wanted to encourage me to expand my horizons, expand my ability to minister to others in the future. And I'm very thankful for their advice, as well as the advice of many of the leaders in church as well. So regarding bringing across my full-time calling to her, I think it was never a secret.
Growing up, I've always had an inclination to be a pastor's wife. So when I was looking for a significant other, I would really close my eyes to people who did not have this intention or this end goal in mind. And so when Luke was in the picture, I think this was what really propelled us forward, and it made it very easy because this was our end goal. So before he was actually enrolled into Trinity Theological College, he had to work in church for, I think, a couple of years. And that was when I was first exposed to having a husband work on the weekends. And this was also when we had Levi, our first kid, and also Lucas, our second. And having to juggle them, sometimes we're going to church, but we're just trying to survive as a family, keep our children healthy, at the same time listen to the word, trying to worship. And it all adds up to being a somewhat difficult experience sometimes. And now, working on the weekends may be tough, but thankfully our kids will be much older by then.
The realities of ministries really hit, and it made us question whether it's really worth it. There are many reminders of God's faithfulness through the process as well. The biggest questions that many people have when coming into full-time church ministry is about finances. That was definitely a case for us as well. We had kids, but the church definitely provides enough for me to survive. That's not to say that finances are not tight, and there are many things that we want to do. Like we found out that our youngest, Lemuel, is suffering from severe to profound hearing loss in his right ear. So now we're considering whether to go for hearing aids because we know that this is an added expense. But I think our faith and our confidence has always been that God will provide. We also saw how family members, friends supported us. Most of them were empathetic and understanding, and so I think just having the support of people close to us was a joy. So to anyone who's considering a role as a pastoral team staff, firstly talk to a pastoral team staff to find out more about what their job entails. I think it's very different across the different ministries. So ultimately, I will encourage you to really seek God and to see whether this is a direction in your life that you want to take. Consult the people around you to figure out whether this is something that you are suited for or you have the support of the community for as well. Those are very important factors in considering whether you want to step into that role.